Breakfast Club.
Breakfast Club.
It's very, 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 very big.
You guys are changing the entire scene, like culture of hip hop.
Well, y'all came a long way.
They might not watch the news, but they're listening to the Breakfast Club.
Who to go? Let's go. DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, and Charlamagne the God.
Y'all are like a mega force.
Breakfast Club. That's how we get our day started.
Good morning, USA! Yo 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 yo. Jess Hilarious.
Good morning.
Charlamagne the God. Peace to the planet. It's Monday. Yes, it's Monday. Back to the work week. Good morning.
Good morning. Happy Monday. How y'all feel? Another day to serve, man. What's happening?
What up, Jess? How was your weekend?
Don't
Miss
ask
Birthday
if you
Girl.
didn't come, so don't ask if you didn't come. You was right around the corner and up a couple blocks.
I was there Friday, and then
Absolutely.
Saturday I had to jet back. My daughter had a dance competition.
When people got a lot of kids, they can blame everything on them. I ain't never know
That
your
is
daughter
facts.
had you ain't never say nothing about your daughter having a dance
I
competition.
did. I said she had a dance competition.
And you was like, I know where I'm gonna be Saturday. And then he was like, I'm going Thought Path too. No, and he knew he was lying.
But you knew I was lying.
Yeah, but don't willingly lie to me.
I don't know why I volunteered to lie.
Yeah, and going to try to send me a sweatsuit, boy. Whatever, but the party was fun. It was
dope.
amazing. I was only there for like 90 minutes though, to be honest with you. I was just like, maybe I can't party until I drop this baby.
Because you want to drink, you want to dance, you want to smoke, but you can't do none of that.
Right, I can't do none of that. And then I never really paid attention to how repetitive the music is. Like I love Boosie to death. I don't want to hear a bunch of Boosie too red. I'm like, oh my gosh, can we hear some SZA? Everybody drunk. I'm like, yo, when you're not drunk, you pay attention to how everything can be so much cooler.
Like how stupid he looks drunk.
Right,
you can see everything.
and I be looking dumb just like that. But at least I be drunk. So
You be dumb with him.
Big dumb. But
big dumb.
I was just big sober. But shout out to all my fans that came. It was people that came from New York, New Jersey, Delaware, Alabama. It was all types of people in there, and I had fun. People bought me gifts and everything, so I did end up having fun.
What's the best gift you got?
We're not gonna do that.
Oh, no.
We're not gonna do that.
That's what you really wanted, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
you're appreciative of it.
I'm so appreciative. Yes, but somebody gave me a 3X sweater, and I was like, "Is this a joke?" For real?
Well, it's because when you get, I don't know how big they think you're gonna get. That's what they were thinking about. They're thinking about you in 7-8 months, but you ain't gonna get to no 3X.
Even in my third trimester, it's not gonna give 3X.
Nah.
Nope. So I'm gonna give it to my grandmother. But it's not gonna go to waste because it's a nice sweater.
Your grandma wear 3X?
She don't. But
but she about to go with it. Right? What if it was?
Yeah, where
we gonna go? Where we gonna go?
I mean, I was gonna say 3X is big back size, but I mean,
Jesus Christ.
But they ain't got nothing to do with our grandma.
Happy Monday. All right.
Happy Monday.
All
That's
right.
so
This
sad.
guy. All right. Well, Dr. Tonya Matthews will be joining us this morning.
Salute to the CEO and president of the International African American Museum in Charleston, South Carolina, Dr. Tonya Matthews.
Yes.
She will be here to talk to us about everything that's going on with the International African American Museum. Plus, it's Women's History Month, so why not have powerful women voices up here like Dr. Tonya Matthews, Doc T as we call him.
That's right.
Yes.
All right. Well, let's get the show cracking. When we come back, we got front page news. Teslin Figueroa will be joining us. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. All right. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Start off with sports. We got to congratulate LeBron James. He is the first player in NBA history to score 40,000 career points. So congratulations to him.
Salute to LeBron James. Dropping a clues bomb for him. I wonder, do we appreciate when we actually see history happen in real time? I don't think so.
No, not until later.
Yeah.
Also, we got to congratulate Caitlin Clark.
That's right.
She surpassed Pistol Pete for the NCAA scoring record. She hit her 3,685th point from the free throw line. So congratulations to her. And she announced that she's going to the WNBA. She's not going to take her fifth year. She's going to the WNBA.
Yeah, she already did 4 years.
Yeah.
Dropping a clues bomb for Chopper Caitlin. If we got a Pistol Pete and she's Chopper Caitlin, okay?
That's right.
That girl can play.
She can.
You hear me? She is very exciting to watch.
She can. All right. Good morning, Tiz.
She's just not a gamecock.
Good morning, DJ MV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the God.
Good morning, Tiz.
Let's jump right into Texas. What's going on in Texas?
Yeah, let's do a quick update on that deadly Texas wildfire. Is now the largest in state history. Take a listen.
One person is dead as dozens of wildfires ravage more than 1 million acres across northern Texas. The single largest blaze, the Smokehouse Creek fire, it is now officially the biggest fire in Texas state history. Emergency response teams have only contained 3% of that fiery inferno as it continues to flatten entire towns.
Damn.
And I want to put this in perspective for you guys. This wildfire is now 5 times the size of New York City.
Wow.
It is larger than the entire state of Rhode Island. And again, it is only contained about 15%. Now, Governor Greg Abbott said that the cause of the fire remains under investigation, and the Texas Department of Emergency Management will continue to assess the damage. Now, so far, one utility company based in Minnesota said that it may be because one of their utility poles may have started the fire, but that has not been confirmed and is still under development. So huge wildfire there. It's even going into Oklahoma. So continue to look at that. And of course, they're talking about climate change having a lot to do with this because of the high temperatures that's keeping this fire going. So,
all right. Well, praying for everybody out there affected by this. Now, you want to jump into Nikki Haley?
Absolutely. Yeah, let's cover that. Former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley won her first Republican presidential nominating contest on Sunday in Washington, D.C. And this makes her the first woman to win a Republican primary in the United States history. She took 63% of the GPO vote to 33% to Trump. That's just over about 2,000 D.C. Republicans. I want you to hear a little bit about who those people were that cast that ballot. Take a listen.
This was seen as Nikki Haley's best chance to pick up a win against former President Trump. It's an urban area with a relatively high number of college-educated voters, which has been one of Nikki Haley's strongest and most consistent demographics so far. Now, back in 2020, Trump did win the D.C. primary in an uncontested race, but in 2016, he came in a distant third to Senator Marco Rubio. Now, Haley's team hopes tonight's win is a momentum builder heading into Super Tuesday this week.
Yeah, that demo is why I think Nikki Haley would do better against Biden in a general election. And the fact that, people want something different so bad, like people really are dreading a Biden-Trump rematch. They want something so different that, I feel like she could pick up votes from both sides. But, Trump is still all but guaranteed to clinch the Republican presidential nomination for 2024.
For sure. Interesting you said that, though, Charlamagne. Let's take a listen to what she had to say, pretty much echoing what you just said. Take a listen.
Trying to figure out why I'm not getting out of this race. Why does she keep fighting? What's she doing? Well, first of all, when 70% of Americans say they don't want Donald Trump or Joe Biden, yes, I'm going to keep on fighting. All he's doing is talking about himself. And what he doesn't get, this isn't about him. This is about the American people. Did he win the early states? I'll give him that. He did. But did you notice he did not get 30 to 40% in any of those states? That's not a small number. There's a lot of us. And I will tell you this, if you don't think you need that 30 or 40% of us, you are showing exactly why you're going to lose a general election.
I mean, she's right. I mean, up until him speaking about the border recently, I haven't heard him discuss any policy issues, and I just don't know why we continue to act like somebody running with 91 criminal charges, 4 indictments and 2 impeachments is normal. But this is America.
Now, you know what's interesting, Charlamagne? Oh, I'm sorry, did you? You know what's also interesting? I wanted to say those D.C. Republicans, those are people who are inside the bubble, if you will. And they're behind the scenes, they're voting for Haley, but on the front end, still supporting Trump. So I thought that was interesting. Go ahead, Envy.
Now I was going to ask you, I see that the Supreme Court is going to give a word on whether Trump will be on some of these ballots or not. That happens this morning?
Absolutely. We're going to find that out today. So we'll be following that closely to decide if he will get immunity due to his participation in the January 6th insurrection. So, election interference. We'll be looking at that today and bring that story back tomorrow as well.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Taz. What are we talking about next hour?
In the next hour, we had a Friday. There were closing arguments in the Georgia DA Fonnie Willis hearing. I'm going to break all that down. Who said what? So make sure you tap in at 7 o'clock to check that out.
All right. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open. Let me know how your weekend was, what you did. If you went out to CIAA this weekend, whatever it was. 800-585-1051. Get it off your chest. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
It's a new day.
This is your time to get it off your chest.
Wake up.
Whether you're mad or blessed.
It's time to get up and get something.
Call up now. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Oh, this is Keith from Brooklyn, you heard?
Keith from Brooklyn, all right?
Yeah. You know what I came here to talk about? I came here to talk about Nikki Haley. You see, she won D.C. You know what I'm saying? I feel like y'all up there talking like y'all just ready for her to get out the way. If y'all want Donald Trump to be president, just say so.
Boy, shut up, boy.
Y'all talk like y'all. Listen real quick, because y'all talk the way y'all talk. Y'all barely talk about Nikki Haley. Y'all talk about Donald Trump way more than Nikki Haley.
We need to get Nikki Haley up here.
Talking about Nikki Haley's been a
She's
guest.
been up here.
Nikki Haley's been a guest on Breakfast
What are you
Club.
talking about?
And I've said,
I can bet you $5,000 right now.
Young man. I have said verbatim. I think the GOP should get out of the way and make room for Nikki Haley because Donald Trump comes with too much baggage. I just said 10 minutes ago.
3 minutes ago.
10 minutes ago, I said this is why I think
Okay,
she would
but real quick.
Yes.
Okay, I understand what you're trying to say, but can I just say that I can bet you $5,000 right now, because I listen to the Breakfast Club every day. I can bet you $5,000 that you have mentioned the name Donald Trump more than Nikki Haley and Joe Biden put together.
I'm sure.
I could bet money on it, but that's why he's going to be president. You guys are giving him mad crap.
Well, actually, I don't think he would do well.
You guys know how not to say Candace Owens' name. You guys know how not to say Tommy Lauren's name. Why you gotta say Donald Trump's name every morning?
Tommy Lauren's voice is in the Donkey of the Day intro, and Candace Owens.
But you don't mention her name.
I'm not talking
No,
about
just
hang up
let
on
him
him.
get it off his chest.
Whatever.
Just let it off his chest, though. Just let
Candace
him
Owens
get
is
it
going to be a guest on Breakfast Club soon, too, by the way. Just want y'all to know that. Candace Owens.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She's still feeling black?
Oh my goodness.
Hey, yo.
Hello, who's this?
I'm talking to this guy. Why am I talking to people?
I don't know. You wanted to argue with him. I'll just let it go. Just let
This
it
is
go.
Clark from 302.
Hey,
Clark, what's up, brother? Get off your chest.
How you doing, DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, and Charlamagne? God, how y'all doing?
Peace, young man.
Good. I just want to say today's my birthday. I want to give myself a shout out. 47 years old. Thank God.
Hey, happy born day,
happy
young man.
birthday, Pisces.
All right, where you calling from again?
Delaware.
Okay, big age of 47. You been going to your doctor's appointments, brother?
Yes. I've lost 75 pounds since September.
Unbig your back. Let's go. Unbigging your back.
I know that's right.
I love it.
Stay healthy, brother.
Went from 385 to 311.
Oh,
So
my, come on. Keep it going,
All
King.
right, keep going.
Keep it going.
Keep coming.
You went to the heart doctor yet?
Yes, I've been to a heart doctor. I'm about to get colonoscopy a couple months. So
All right, good. That's all I like to see, brother.
You're doing it right. You're a little late on some of those things, but I'm
all right.
glad that you're doing it.
He's doing it.
you're right. But God's good, and you'll have a blessed day.
That's right. Get your prostate checked, too.
Yes, so that's coming up, too.
That's right.
He didn't sound too confident.
That's what I'm talking about. I like to hear about people unbigging their back because spring and summer right around the corner, damn it.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Get it up. This is your time to get it off your chest.
Keep calling.
800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, what's up? It is Kevin from Ohio.
Hey, Kevin from Ohio.
Hey, yeah, I'm calling to get something, man. I just wanted to say, as I'm watching the news and I'm listening to the Breakfast Club every morning, I've noticed they're trying to turn the people against migrants. I get, the border is open and everything. We need to do things for the border, but I feel like now they're turning us against each other. I'm dating someone from another country, and to be honest, he came here legally. He got his PhD here legally and doing everything right. But now I feel like it's a target on his back for, he watched the news, and we feel a certain way towards our house. Watching the news, listening to the Breakfast Club, sometimes how we speak on migrants, the ones that came here legally. It's nothing against the ones illegally, but it's just something about the news. I feel like everything is turning against us, like Americans against migrants.
I get what you're saying, but I don't think that folks are attempting to turn people against migrants. I believe that what a lot of Americans are saying, especially in places like New York and Chicago, is that they feel like a lot of resources are going to migrants while they here in America are suffering and have been suffering. Like if you see people coming from another country and they're automatically getting shelter and they're getting food, you're going to feel a way about that if you here in this country struggling, bro.
Right. And I felt that way as well, but I do want people to know that, when migrants do come over here and they get work permits and everything, they're not working for free. Like, they're paying taxes as we paying taxes, Like, my paycheck, federal taxes, state taxes come out. Migrants, when they get these work cards, they're paying taxes as well. So they're actually putting it in the pot. But I 100% feel, I feel you when I just feel like some migrants get to the front of the line. Like my partner, he's been waiting for his green card for some years. And he's getting pushed to the back of the line because the new migrants coming over, they putting them all the way to the front. But I feel like, when people talk about immigration, they just think it's the border and people are just jumping over the border. But immigration is a broad thing with people that actually came over here legally. They're waiting for over 10 to 15 years for a green card. It's crazy.
That's true.
That's right.
I mean, listen, most people I know, they not anti-migrant as much as they are anti-being poor.
Yeah.
You know, and the only other critique I hear from folks that I know about the migrant issue is when, they feel like in some places they're causing a lot of crime.
Right.
But in particular, the gangs that come over. But I mean, that's what everybody's trying to do, right? They're trying to have better border security because they want to know who's coming in.
That's right.
Sometimes those bad apples do come in and spoil the whole bunch for everybody that's just trying to come over here to get a better life.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, you can hit us up. Now, Jess, we got the mess coming up.
Yes, Risa Tisa is upset at Charlamagne, but couldn't say his name on Tamron Hall's show.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Why she mad?
I don't know. I can't. No, we're going to get to all that.
All right, we'll get to it next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Man, come put this mic down so I can see my sister when she's talking. Oh, there you go.
Jesus. Okay.
All right, let's get to Jess with the mess.
News is real. Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore. Jess don't do no lying.
Jess is going to bring you numbers.
Jess with the mess. I knew this was real.
On The Breakfast Club.
I know they know the difference. People that stop.
Risa Tisa from Who Did I Get Married? That's the lady from the TikTok series that she created. She will be on Tamron Hall's show today. Now, over the weekend, it was a clip of the upcoming interview that was released. She spoke on being body shamed by a famous personality who sits right across from me. He's looking at me right now. Please play the audio.
What negative comments have hurt the most, I guess?
There was a very famous personality that called me a big back, talking about my weight. And so it's things like that I'm like, Jesus, I can already admit I'm self-conscious, as a heavier woman. I feel like how I look should not dictate whether or not I deserve, That was disappointing, and it was hurtful, especially the one that was the more famous personality, because again, I'm more than just my weight.
How y'all figure that was me?
because you're the only famous one that was like,
that is not true.
Big back.
That's big back behavior.
Listen, all jokes aside, I tell y'all all the time, the easiest way to keep your own peace is to not disturb the peace of others. I disturbed that woman's peace, and that wasn't my intention. So I apologize if my words made her feel that way. But I do have two things to say. Number one, I never said she don't deserve love because of her size.
Right.
I didn't even know she was big. Jess told the story, and I said it sounds like big back behavior, and then I started talking about big back belief. Now, if y'all want to have a conversation about reinforcing negative stereotypes of big backs, I understand. I'm open to it. But acting like I was having a conversation about Risa Tisa's looks and size, that's not accurate. I was speaking in general terms about big back behavior and big back belief, and I actually said nobody has to be that desperate because there is a man out there for you. And I do have one final point, just one. We all have social media. No, we all have social media.
Absolutely.
And we all use it for different reasons.
Yeah.
And Risa's getting a lot of props for being so vulnerable. Salute to her. But I personally feel like we have to stop bringing this stuff to social media if you don't want people to have an opinion about it.
Absolutely.
Because some of this stuff should just be reserved for our therapists. If we can't handle people having an opinion about whatever we are venting about, keep it off social media. That's my personal
opinion. That's a good point. When you put it out there in the world, the world's going to come back many different ways. Some people are going to be supportive. Some people are going to be joking. Some people are going to be negative. And some people are going to be big backs.
Absolutely. And she said that she was already insecure about her weight. So then why would you come to such a big platform thinking that, you're going to be off limits from comments because it's people who was actually going in on her.
Absolutely.
You didn't call her a big back.
No, I was just speaking towards big back behavior and big back belief based off the story you told.
Absolutely. And
that's why even when you reference Sheila from Why Did I Get Married?
Yes.
Fantastic movie because even that movie reinforced those same stereotypes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And we also seen where Sheila ate small.
She unbigged her back.
And
She did unbig her back.
She
definitely did.
And And then that man came around. You know what I'm saying?
He was going crazy.
Wanted her, and then the skinny girl, she was spending up the money and all that. So it just all of that to say, like you said, just get therapy for it, especially if it is an insecurity of yours.
Yeah, I just don't think those are things that should be on social media because everybody's not going to agree with you.
Nope.
There's going to be people that have negative things to say. So I just feel like some of this stuff should be reserved for our therapists if we can't handle people having an opinion about whatever we are venting about. Because you're not always going to hear what you want to hear.
Yeah, and then to say, especially the more famous personality. It sure hurts you when anybody say.
I get it, but I respect. I understand that though. And once again, if I disturbed her peace, I apologize for disturbing her peace, but that was not my intention.
Well, that was very big of you to apologize, and I love you for that, bro.
I love you too.
Moving on.
But before we move on, when do we get to a point where jokes are jokes, right? Mm-hmm. Because as a kid, as an adult, people make jokes all the time.
I wasn't joking though.
Okay, never mind.
No, you wasn't.
I was talking about big back belief and big back behavior.
Yeah.
But when you mention big backs, is it a joke or no? It's serious.
No, it's serious because
it's a descriptor. We're black. We describe things. That's how we describe people.
But
the beige brother with the Beijing. Who's that?
Envy.
Okay. I'm crying.
You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
I'm just saying.
I'm crying. No, because now that hurt me.
The short brother with the lisp.
The big personality.
Spitting all over the microphone.
The major personality that called me beige. I'm hurt.
I'm just saying.
Don't be hurt.
We're described. We use descriptors.
You're messing up my piece.
Yeah. And we even have, never mind. All right, so a video surfaces of Usher speaking on Living with Diddy at 13. Now, you may recall a man named Laura that I reported on. He's suing Diddy for publishing rights. Mm-hmm. But in his case, he brought up the fact that Diddy told him that he had sex with Usher. I don't understand what this has to do with his suitcase. Like with him.
You could just say anything.
What's it got to do with his suitcase? That makes sense though.
Yeah, like what does that have to do with that?
That makes perfect sense.
But since that unconfirmed news that started circulating, an old video of Usher had resurfaced, and he had sat down with Howard Stern, and that's what he was talking about.
And I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
He's
in the 90s. Do you understand what that's like?
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
Biggie Smalls was there.
Biggie Smalls was there. Lil' Kim, Craig Mack, Jodeci, Mary J. Blige. They didn't know nothing about this.
You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy Camp?
Hell no.
Digital detectives are amazing.
Crazy.
The stuff y'all be finding.
Crazy. Now, I think it was interesting that he said L.A. Reid suggested for him to go live there just so he can, get used to the lifestyle and everything like that. But my thing is, you were 13. The lady even asked him, your parents were okay with that? And he said, they ain't know none of this. Why the hell would you even be living at 13 with this other man?
Because he had a record deal, and Puffy was the first. I think Puffy produced his first album, right?
Produced his first album, yeah.
But I'm never gonna go live with Wendy Williams because I want to explore more about radio. Like, what is happening?
Well, Charlotte did, but he wasn't a kid.
He did.
But you know what happened?
Grown.
He probably signed to L.A. Reid. They probably looked at L.A. Reid as somebody that they can trust. So if L.A. Reid suggested go stay with Puffy to record this album, and I'm sure his parents were working, probably couldn't go back and forth. They probably thought it was okay and did not know what was going on in that house.
And apparently Usher was uncomfortable with some things because he was just like, no. But he said a lot of other people were there, but just him being 13 and being in the midst of all of this, it's just like, he probably just felt like
he just knew he was old. He just knew, looking back on it, he was too young to probably be around some of the stuff that he was around.
Because they were all grown. All the people he named, Biggie Smalls and all them, they were all grown. So,
but we all can say that at some point, right? You're 12, 13, you see your dad, your uncles, they got you around stuff you ain't got no business around. You know what I mean? They letting you get a little sip of the beer.
And remember when Diddy he did somebody interview and they was live, and he was like, I remember me and this boy, man. He was like 10 and I was a little bit older, and we used to wake up and wrestle over the Frosted Flakes.
That never happened. I don't believe that.
You don't believe it? Diddy said it.
I don't believe that.
Yeah, we got the audio. Go ahead and play it real quick.
My brother right here from day one, we used to wake up, and when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up early with me. And now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And
what the f*** did Puff just say?
Right, you don't believe that?
I do believe that, but I just want the record to show that if you're rich as hell and you wrestling over Frosted Flakes, you just want to wrestle.
Oh.
Okay, because you can afford more Frosted Flakes. You just feel like wrestling early in the morning. There's more Frosted Flakes to be had. You're rich.
Okay. But that's hilarious. You see, I ain't saying you said he was 10 and I was a little bit older. That's hilarious, yo. To wake up and wrestle over cereal.
Oh my God.
Okay. Well, that's Jess With The Mess for the first hour.
Her news is real, allegedly.
When we come back, we got front page news. Teslin Figaro will be joining us. Don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. What up, Piers?
What's going on, family? DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the God.
Good morning, girl.
Good morning.
Now, just quickly, I want to do some sports. We got to salute LeBron James. He scored 40,000 career points in the NBA, so congratulations to him.
Do you realize we'll probably never see that again in our lifetime?
Never. I don't think so.
Like, not in our lifetime.
Probably in mine, but yeah, not probably yours.
Yeah, maybe yours. Yeah.
I mean, you'd have to average, I think it's like 24.5 points a game for 21 years.
That's what I'm saying. Like, people don't realize what we're watching when we're watching LeBron James. We think him being around for 21 years and still playing at this high level is normal.
No.
It's not normal.
It's far from normal.
It's not normal.
Yeah. I don't think you'll see it. I don't think you'll see it again.
You said what?
Would you say he's the GOAT? Would you say he's the GOAT? Would you go ahead and give him the GOAT?
He's a GOAT. He's not the GOAT.
GOAT.
Yeah, he's a GOAT. Michael Jordan is the GOAT, and then Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, but I don't think you'll ever see this again, because think about it. Bron still got about two more years.
Yeah, I mean, Bron got as long as he won, honestly.
Yeah.
The way he playing.
And Caitlin Clark, we got to salute to her. She surpassed Pistol Pete for the NCAA scoring record, so congratulations to her.
That's a big record, too. That record was up for like 54, 56 years. You know what I mean? Man or woman, it don't matter. For you to come in there and score that many points, in a matter of 4 years, salute to Chopper Caitlin.
Yeah, and she could have played another year. She's eligible for another year.
I'm glad they don't.
The COVID year.
Yeah. Angel Reese can do that, too, but I hope she don't.
Yeah. All right, well, let's jump right into it. Let's talk about Fani Willis.
Oh man, the Fani Willis hearing we had some closing arguments on that on Friday, and it is just a mess, guys. I don't know no other way to say it. It is so much going on with this particular hearing about her and Nathan Wade and their inappropriate relationship. I want you to take a listen, then I'm going to come back and give you what both sides said in their closing arguments.
Judge heard final arguments on whether Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis and Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade should be removed from the 2020 election interference case. Prosecutors laid out their arguments on why they think there is a conflict of interest with Willis and Wade's relationship. One prosecutor pointed out Willis' speech given at a church after the motion was filed. This comes after accusations came out against Willis and Wade having an improper relationship while working together. Both have admitted they were in a relationship, but that it started after Wade was appointed special prosecutor. Willis also faces claims that she misused taxpayer money during the relationship.
So now the defense attorneys, the ones who Fani Willis is going against, I'm trying to make it very simple for you guys to understand because it's a very complicated story. I want you to hear why they say she should be disqualified from moving forward with this case. Take a listen.
Well, the argument for disqualification comes from one of two places, either conflict of interest or forensic misconduct. And today the defense made the arguments for both. They say DA Willis began dating Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade before he was awarded that Fulton County contract worth hundreds of thousands of dollars for this case, and that it was all part of a scheme to financially benefit from this case because of the vacations, dinners, and excursions Willis and Wade shared together. Then they argued Willis's comments made outside of the courtroom are improper, specifically those she made during a church speech on Martin Luther King weekend.
It was videoed. It was clear that Miss Willis had notes. She was reading from notes that she had prepared. It was a calculated determination by Miss Willis to prejudice the defendants and their counsel.
Now, the state that is representing Fani Willis, they obviously have another position. This is what they had to say on why she should not be disqualified from this case. Take a listen to that.
The state spent the first part of their arguments today, the first half rather, arguing against that notion, saying it must be an actual conflict of interest, not some speculation or unproven facts. Then they walked through all the witnesses that we've heard from, explaining to the judge why he should or shouldn't consider their testimony credible. And then they walk through the timeline of that Willis-Wade relationship that they say should be believed.
It's ridiculous. It's absurd. It's a desperate attempt to remove a prosecutor from a case for absolutely no reason, Your Honor, other than harassment and embarrassment.
Now, the bottom line of this, guys, is regardless of what is going to happen, which we should know an answer within 2 weeks. The closing argument was Friday. A judge is going to make this decision, not a jury. So a judge is going to make this decision. But the bottom line is, guys, Donald Trump's going to bring this up regardless of how this falls. He's going to bring it up. In fact, he did it this weekend. Take a listen to that.
I happen to have a very good relationship with a woman called Melania. But I would venture to say in all the years that I've known her, I might not have called her 2,500 times. I know I didn't send 3,500 text messages.
He should keep quiet, but he won't. You know, and I'm not even mad at the Fani Willis situation because the law is the law. I just want to know why the law works for some but not others, because Fani is about to be in disqualification hearings for accusations of getting her back blown out by Nathan Wade. Meanwhile, Trump got all types of charges, including leading an attempted coup of this country, which violates the 14th Amendment, and he's just moving along like it's business as usual. Like it's nothing. And I feel like if you're an elected official, the people should vote on whether you get disqualified or not. So that's what I wish would happen in a lot of these cases, especially Trump. Let's vote to see. The people should be able to vote to see if Donald Trump should be eligible to run for president, since nobody wants to follow the letters of the law.
Well, he even got pretty crude in that clip that I just played. He even talked about how Nathan Wade basically said his only experience was pounding her, and did his fist like, he got pretty crude in that comment. So
I saw that.
So this is going to be something that he will continue to use, like I said, regardless of the outcome, on basically saying that this case has been tainted. And it's just so unfortunate, Charlamagne, just in general, just how it's all playing out. And I agree with all of the things that you said. This is one of the strongest cases against him. So when you look at this one, and then if you look at the other case that the Supreme Court will decide if he gets immunity or not with the election interference case, these were the two strongest. And it just looks like, we don't know. I don't know what it looks like. We don't know how it's going to play out, but it doesn't look like he'll be have anything really kind of going against him before the election if the Supreme Court decides in his favor today.
I wish we could ignore the distraction and just focus on the case, because even if Fani Willis isn't on the case, there's still a case.
Right.
He still made the phone call and tried to get, 11,000 votes. Go find me 11,000 votes. That still happened regardless of if Fani Willis is on the case or not.
So that's why people say that she should just recuse herself and say, you know what, I want to make sure that the focus is on that. Let me just pull back and let somebody else, manage this case so that the focus is not on me. So that's instead of getting put off the case, remove yourself from the case. It was too late now, because now, a judge is going to decide. And then that even worse, Charlamagne, because when I was watching it on last week, the judge said, so if I decide that she was inappropriate on this, how do I look at all of the other cases that she's ever tried? So what is that going to look like?
That mean Jeffrey coming home too?
Well, I mean, it gives people a reason to be able to say, hey, I don't think my case was fair. I mean, it just opens up a Pandora's box that it's just ugly.
And it's not a good look for black people in positions of power like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's already hard enough, for us, especially black women. They don't be wanting y'all in those positions of power at all. So sadly, when you take those kind of shots, you really do have to be clean as a whistle. If not, things like this happen.
So wait, I'm confused. I thought I heard something. So he just said all I remember is just pounding her out?
No, what? Donald Trump was saying that. One of the arguments is she gave Mr. Wade the job even though he didn't have the experience. He had the qualifications, but he didn't have the experience to get the job to be special prosecutor. So Donald Trump said, that he didn't have any experience except pounding Fani Willis.
He called him the mayor of Pound Town. He said he's just the mayor of Pound Town.
Pound Town.
No, he didn't say that. He didn't.
Jesus Christ. Yes. All right. So, that is front page news. Thank you, Tez.
Absolutely.
And make sure you follow at Tesla Figaro on all social media platforms, and subscribe to the Straight Shot No Chaser podcast on the Black Effect iHeartRadio podcast network, hosted by Tesla Figaro.
All right, and when we come back, 800-585-1051. I know May, shout to Mason Cam. They were on their show talking about getting a massage from the opposite sex. And Charlamagne talks about how recently he got a massage from a male and how much he loved it. He was like the massage therapist was all in his mouth, and he said it was just memorable.
Yeah, he like massaged some stuff in his mouth.
That's right.
Like, wow, okay.
So let's open up the phone lines. How do you feel about your partner getting a massage by the opposite sex? Let's discuss. 800-585-1051 is the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Steady calling my phone.
It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with the Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. If you're just joining us, we're talking about getting massages from the opposite sex. Now, this conversation started from Mason Cameron talking about having trainers and women using male trainers. And then we heard Charlamagne said recently that you got a massage from a male and you said it was amazing. And what did he say about?
He said that the guy massaged every part of his body, even his mouth.
Not every part of the body, but he definitely gave me a mouth massage, which is something I never had before, because apparently there's two muscles in your mouth. And I'm the type person, because of like anxiety and stuff like that, like I'm always like grinding my teeth a little bit, or like, I'll open my mouth real wide. I don't know why. And so it's like he massaged these two muscles in my mouth, and they hurt like hell.
How do you massage them?
With his hands.
Oh, okay.
Like it's like a technique. Anybody out there that does this massage thing I'm talking about, I know you know what I'm talking about, but it's like these two corners right here, and he just put them in, and he kind of like tugs on it a little bit, and it's painful, but man, it's very very stress relieving.
Okay. So you were able to open your mouth wider after, like, what type of effects did it have?
I haven't been grinding my teeth.
Oh, since that?
Yeah. I haven't been grinding my teeth since then. But I've never had a male masseuse until that time, and he did a fantastic job. But it's just like football players and basketball players who got male trainers. Who you think's massaging them and rubbing on their muscles?
Yeah,
and
no,
all that
absolutely.
Stuff like
but I just never heard of a mouth massage.
Yeah, it's out there. Matter of fact, I'm gonna Google it right now.
Yeah, matter of fact, you should.
Yeah, when I go to physical therapy and there's a male masseuse, that's different. But when you go to a massage place and the lights are low and it's intimate and the candles are burning, I would just prefer a woman to massage me. That is just me.
But you did have a male masseuse before. And
you listen to everything.
Absolutely.
But it wasn't that. It was me and my wife together. It was a couples massage, and they were supposed to teach us how to give a massage. And the dude came in, diesel, dreads, brown skin brother.
Very sexy.
Now, see, the fact that you described him makes me think that this was a Freako case.
Okay. Oh,
but he got charged with a Freako.
But you know what I mean? But during the massage, I couldn't enjoy the massage because this big brother, diesel, with dreads, was massaging me with
your insecurities.
No, it was.
That's your insecurities.
And I don't want it again.
I don't know why you so insecure if you ain't never had your butt touched. Right? Like, I don't have those insecurities. Like, I ain't think of nothing. When that man was massaging me, I didn't think about nothing except for this was a good massage.
Okay,
that's nothing in no way, shape, or form.
Right, well, okay,
but this is a real thing: clinical oral facial massage. That's what it's called.
I get that all the time, and the woman that does it is dope. She does an amazing job.
It alleviates clicking or popping of the jaw, clenching, locked jaw, and limited mouth open range. And it releases muscles, and I've never seen this word, fascia, involved with chewing and jaw clenching. So this is a thing.
So when he massages you, does he reach over you like?
Yeah.
No, he was on the side.
Because you have to lay. Y'all did it from the side. What'd you say?
He was on the side.
Oh, he was on the side.
And he told me
sometimes
when he was on one side, I had to turn this way. When he was on this side, I had to turn that way. But listen, if you've never had a clinical oral facial massage, trust me, it is worth it.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice.
What about you?
I enjoy massages from the same sex, although I have had massages from a male, and I like the pressure more from a guy. However, I ain't gonna lie, I do get excited, like especially when they be like turn over and you massaging my stomach and under my breast and all that, and I just be like, stop. You know? So I'm not gonna lie, yo. I don't know. I can't.
Well, let's go to the phone lines. Hello, who's this?
This is Kevin from Brooklyn.
Hey, Kevin from Brooklyn.
What's going on, Envy? How you doing?
I'm doing
good. Charlamagne, Jess, I love you, baby.
I love you too, baby.
We're talking about massages from the same sex or opposite sex, brother. Talk to us.
Yeah, I had to dip out on a massage the other day because it was same sex. I'm not gonna call a company name, but yeah, it was same sex, and I wasn't feeling that.
Okay.
I can't have a next man rubbing me. I I can't do that.
You never played any type of sports in high school or anything like that?
It's different.
Yeah.
It's different when the lights are low and you're laying on the thing and there's a candle lit and the music is playing.
Yeah, because
then we all in the locker room.
Yeah,
like,
they set the mood.
It's different.
I think y'all get on the low.
It's something about a man, because see, my lower back hurts. And it's something about a man rubber down here. I can't. Yeah. It's not sitting right with me.
Yeah. Well, Charlamagne is upset because not all men are open up to other men, or open to other men touching them.
I just don't know why everybody's so insecure.
It has nothing to do with insecurity.
This is very much got to do with insecurity, because if in your mind you thinking, man, I might get turned on by this guy, man. I don't want this guy touching me because I might like it. That's your problem. That's something you need to deal with.
That's not everybody's problem. Envy said that. Not everybody
Envy
say
said the
that.
same thing you said. He said, man, when the guy told me turn around, I tooted up a little bit.
No, I did not say that. You just can't make up stories. You just can't make up stories. He just made that up. You just can't make stuff up. Hello, Matt.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, yo. Talk to us, Matt. Where you calling from?
Hey, I check it, man. It all depends now. If you a guy and you letting your partner get a massage by the opposite sex, it could just lead to other things. I feel like that's intimate. Why can't your partner get a massage by the same sex?
Now, what about you, Matt? Do you mind if a male gives you a massage?
Me personally, it's not happening. There's too many females out there that can, they got muscle. They know how to, massage with strength.
Okay.
So, Matt, you book a massage and homie come out. You gonna say no?
I'm walking right out. I'm all set.
Now, let the record show that when I got this massage from this guy, it was a few weeks ago, and it was when I was on my spiritual retreat. So this guy was there for a reason. What he does, his specialty, a lot of people don't do, male or female.
What's his name?
I don't remember.
Oh, now you don't remember his name.
Now it's a spiritual journey. Now it's like now he was there for
they were
a
wrestling
reason.
They were wrestling for Frosted Flakes after.
Yeah, like what? No.
Envy, you the one who said you gay. You said you described the dude. Envy was like, yo, he had dreads, he was brown skin, he was diesel.
Ain't no wrong with being
I'm like, nah, B.
So that handsome man, you couldn't even think about that handsome man touching you. Because you didn't know what it might lead to.
No.
That's what it sounded like to me.
800-585-1051. Do you mind getting massage from the same sex, or do you prefer opposite sex? Let's discuss this. The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
If y'all talking about it, you know we talking about it. It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Now, if you're just joining us, we're talking about getting a massage from either the opposite sex or same sex. What do you prefer? What do you want your spouse to do? Let's discuss. Hello, who's this?
Yo, man. Hey, I love y'all, man. It's King of All Blacks from the Howard Stern Show.
Oh, wow.
King of All Blacks. What's up, buddy?
What's up, King of All Blacks?
Yeah. What's up, man? Hey, Charlamagne, I love your point of view, man.
I appreciate you, King. I ain't heard from you in a minute, brother.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen, I don't allow my wife to do shit like that. Yeah, because, listen, if you allow her to do that type of stuff, things lead to other things. You know what I'm saying? So you got to keep them in check in a way.
Jesus.
You know not disrespectfully, but you got to keep them in check.
What about you, King of Black? You get a massage? You got a massage from a male before?
King of All Black. But anyway, yes, I like male masseuses because they're stronger. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Hey, the Asian women got too much of a soft touch. You know what I'm saying? So I like an Asian man to put like his hands on me like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. True. Right. Wax on, wax off.
Okay, King of Blacks.
Yeah.
You have a good one.
That did not see. It just sounds crazy when you say it.
Yeah.
I like a male masseuse because they strong.
Yeah. He's like, I like a male, an Asian male to put his hands on me.
Hello, who's this?
Hello, my name is Monica.
Hey, Monica.
Hello, Monica.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Now, it says you're uncomfortable receiving massages from other men?
Yes, I am.
Why?
Because I feel like I make noises that if I'm enjoying it.
Yes.
And so it sounds sexual, even though it may not be sexual.
Girl, yes.
And I usually to make the guy think, oh, well, she might be into me, and it may go somewhere that it's not supposed to.
Like what kind of noises?
Well, you a freaky boy. You a yellow freaky boy, man. What's your problem?
I never got a massage.
Yeah. But I get what you're saying, though. Yeah, girl, come with a whole soundtrack, especially when they tell you.
Yeah, it does. And that's just how I am. And I don't know how to not do that. But I just rather get one from a woman because I'm not interested in them.
You know, you bring up a good point. Like every single time I get a massage, you know, from a woman, you know, you do tend to get a little erect. You know what I'm saying? You do.
Yeah.
But I've never, when I had it with the guy, that didn't happen at all.
Did you make sounds? Did you make sounds? Like,
Right, because there's no interest. And if they're making you feel good, like, you can't help but sound like it feels good.
And by the way, the guy made me feel good, but I didn't get erect.
Because you're not attracted to the guy.
Did you go,
Yeah, because when they hit your lower back, I'm telling you, like, sometimes it's like, oh my God, yes, like right there. And then when they turn you over and they go below your belly button, it's like, oh my God, like what you doing? Like you get all jittery.
Yo, that's
and
the
all
third
that.
time she said, well, they turn you over. Jesus
For real,
Christ.
that's a full body. They do your back and then they turn you over and they do everything else.
We have a massage therapist on the line. Hello?
Hey, yes.
Hey, what's your name, bro?
My name's Chris.
Are you brown skin with dreads?
No.
All right, cool. Just making sure.
I'm brown skin with a bald head and a beard.
All right, cool.
Oh, yes.
So go ahead, brother.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to be on here. So I've been a massage therapist for 12 years, and I have that problem majority of the time where the husbands have a hard time working with me. But it's not about that. It's the muscular care that needs to be done for our society that we're not addressing. Biometrical movement is the key to internal healing.
Mm-hmm.
And so what's happening in our society now is we're quick to biochemical things in our mouth, but we're not doing the things that we need to do on a muscular level to heal.
That's right.
Yeah.
You got to move that trauma up out of your body.
That's right. And so with that, there's 656 individual muscles, 360 joints, and 208 bones that nobody knows anything about.
Do you do the orofacial massage?
Yes, it's called interoral massages, where you go into the mandible, you release the masseter, and it helps with the TMJ.
That's right. It hurts. It hurts, but it feels so good.
Afterwards.
I do neuromuscular therapy. Neuromuscular therapy is trigger point release to the actual belly of the muscle. And it actually helps elongate the individual muscle from the insertion to origin.
Okay.
He couldn't do my massage. Not the way he's talking. You gotta be quiet the whole time. Anyway, I'm over here like, oh my God. I don't even know the words he's saying. I'm just like, oh yes, come teach me.
You do tennis elbow, bro?
And I do tennis elbow, golfer, hip flexor, rotator cuff. You guys need to do yourself some research on neuromuscular therapy.
Oh, I love it. I'm about to go get me a massage today because of you. I got so many points at Massage Envy.
So
You're not
yeah,
gonna get it like him.
If you ever want to check out massage care out of Conway, South Carolina, I opened up my business, and that's what I'm focusing on.
Oh, you in South
Trying
Carolina?
to change.
Oh, he excited now.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
He gonna fly down there too.
He fly to
Nah.
I
I can't let a male touch me in South Carolina.
What?
Hey, I'm from D.C. See, that's the perception. Okay.
Say.
Life trauma, childhood trauma causes us not to want to be touched.
That's real.
We have to deal with that trauma.
Listen,
Thank you, brother.
He is not lying in no way, shape, or form. Salute to
just
that brother.
definitely
He's full of. Charlamagne full of dudes.
Yeah, he definitely is.
Yo, I can't let another male touch me from South Carolina. So,
I said touch me in South Carolina.
what's the difference?
Because of the childhood trauma that I experienced in South Carolina.
I was gonna say, he low-key just
all
told
the times
you.
I got touched in South Carolina by people that wasn't supposed to be touching me.
Oh,
Okay?
my God.
Now laugh at that. Let's see you get out of this one.
Oh my God.
We have Jess With The Mess coming
Exactly.
Yes, we do.
We'll get to it next.
Yeah, we gonna get to it next.
The fun police over here. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Why am I getting scolded this
Because
morning?
no, I don't understand. No, don't be trying to act all like you said now. No. No. Don't ever dress like that. Where
Jesus
resilience
Christ.
legacy? Where that?
Salute the legacy of resilience. Appreciate y'all. This is Arce meets Chaos, though. This is black on, too, though. Art meets chaos.
That is amazing. I love it. I just think I just think it's like for children. Like, no. Why are you wearing
It's Monday.
Oh my goodness. Morning, everybody. We are the Breakfast Club.
Yes.
DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the God.
And I want to remind y'all to go get your tickets for the second annual Black Effect Podcast Festival.
It's coming up, y'all.
Happening Saturday, April 27th in Atlanta, Georgia, Pullman Yards. Okay, we got some of your favorite podcasts going to be on that podcast stage. We got Wallow and Gilly. We got Carefully Reckless hosted by Jess Hilarious. We got Horrible Decisions with Mandy and Weezy. We got Poor Minds podcast with Lex and Drea. We got Deeply Well with Debbie Brown. We got the Black Tech Green Money podcast with Will Lucas, and we got the Baller Alert show. So go get your tickets right now at Eventbrite or go to blackeffect.com/podcast festival. And we got the food vendors,
food trucks,
the merchandise. Like, it's a real festival. If you was there last year, it was sold out. I know you enjoyed yourself, but we're back in Atlanta this Saturday, April 27th. So go get your tickets at Eventbrite right now or blackeffect.com/podcast
Well, not this
Saturday,
but Saturday.
What'd I say?
This Saturday.
You said this Saturday.
It ain't this Saturday. It's April 27th. Yeah.
Yeah, and it will be hosted by who?
Oh,
Pretty V and B Dot.
Pretty V and B Dot.
Last year was hosted by me, y'all. Stop asking me why I'm not hosting, y'all. I don't want to.
You pregnant?
So that always messing with somebody.
It is.
It is gonna be a lot of back and forth if I had to host.
We want to keep your workload down. By then, how many months you'll be by then? 6?
Jesus, yeah. Like 6.
So with this, you just get to come in, do Carefully Reckless, ask some questions. Answer some questions. And be
Get up out of there. That's right.
Get up out of there. Yeah. So Pretty V and B Dot is definitely gonna keep the energy up, y'all. I love them.
Yeah, we don't need you in there acting like how you was acting in your party Saturday.
Right. I know, but I want to go home, y'all.
All right. We got Jess With The Mess coming up. What we talking about?
Yes, we do. Kanye father-in-law wants to have a sit down with him.
Okay.
I would too if I was the father-in-law.
Father-in-law.
Bianca's.
My bad. I was thinking
dad. About Kim.
Okay.
But that couldn't. Anyway.
Jesus
That would
Christ.
be Jess With The Mess is.
Yes.
You was thinking about that.
I was.
Jess With The Mess is next, y'all.
Oh my God.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get to Jess With The Mess.
News is real. Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore. Jess don't do no lying.
Jess is gonna bring you numbers.
Jess With The Mess. News is real.
On the Breakfast Club.
I know they know the difference.
Kanye's father-in-law wants to sit down and have a conversation with him. So reports say that Bianca Censori's father, his name is Leo, he wants to speak with Kanye. They said that he believes what? Oh my God, Jesus. Creeping in my mind. They said that he believes Kanye would never allow his own daughters to dress that way and shouldn't encourage Bianca to dress like that either. This is what was said in quotes. Bianca's father, Leo, wants to have a proper sit down with Kanye and ask him what the hell is he thinking when he parades Bianca around like a trashy, naked trophy pony. He also has an issue with what is up with the names? I'm getting pregnancy mind real quick. He also has an issue with Kanye allegedly keeping Bianca away from her family. That was the most interesting bullet point that I wanted to read about it, because apparently she don't get to talk to her family. And he reportedly believes that Keon. Jesus!
Slow down. Just slow down.
No, it's not about slowing down. It's about Kanye being Keon, and I don't know who that is.
Who is Keon?
I don't know. Like, I don't know
So
why
why
I keep wanting to... Right, that's what I'm saying. I keep wanting to call him Keon, and I don't know why. Like, I don't even know a nigga named Keon. I don't know. He reportedly believes that Kanye's relationship with Bianca isn't love, but control. Now, I've said this myself a million times. I feel like she's being controlled, right? And it's kind of like she a slave. Like, that's what it's given. Bianca's father has several convictions, including having a pistol with bullets and selling heroin. Now, her father's brother, which is Bianca's uncle, was sentenced to life in prison for being a notorious gangland killer. So he's very connected here. You know what I'm saying? And Chi-Town's Kanye may not be ready for that. So with those things being considered, most people think the sit down between Bianca's dad and Kanye won't be too polite. You know how Kanye mouth is, and obviously reading what we're reading about this man, he ain't too polite either.
I'm not mad at that conversation. If that's your daughter and your daughter's walking around halfway naked, and what he said was, would you want your daughter to walk around like that?
Yeah.
And I think I wouldn't be mad at that conversation. I would want to have a conversation with him too, just to make sure that my daughter is okay and that she is not being mind bleeped.
You know, all of that is true. Can I ask one simple question?
What?
Why the hell do we know any of this?
I don't know.
Like, why do we know any of this? Like,
I don't
why? Like, why can't they just have a sit down with each other and don't know why?
Maybe he tried to have a sit down.
But you know, Kanye takes everything to the internet. Everything to the internet.
He must be afraid.
He absolutely.
Hey man, I gotta go have a meeting with this man. I need y'all to know his whole criminal history, just in case he tries something with me.
He even told us about his brother.
You know what I'm saying?
But he said he's trying. But he said he's been trying to reach out to Kanye, and I guess he hasn't been able to have that conversation.
He hasn't been able to.
But that's his daughter.
Well, stop calling him Kanye. His name is Ye. He doesn't answer to Kanye no more. He told y'all that. He told you that if you calling him Kanye, then you are. Well, I was about to say misgendering, but dead naming him. He's basically saying that's not his name
so you
no
got
more.
pregnant mine too. It's like Kanye Keon.
I read some article statement where he said, "Don't call me Kanye. Yeah. I'm not answering that no more. Right, you call me Kanye. I feel like that's disrespect."
Yeah, but if they ever go back to where that family's from, he might have some little bit of problems.
Where I don't care what he said. Call him Kanye. Actually,
I like Keon though.
You like Keon?
His name's not Keon.
Oh my God.
His name is Kanye, guys. Like, you just can't call that man Keon.
But it was following the incident. He actually felt this way. Oh my God, I hate his pants. We actually felt like he actually had said that it was an issue in Paris when Kanye asked her, had her wearing stockings with no underwear under. So you can kind of like see like her genitals and everything. You know what I'm saying? And she could have been arrested because in Paris, indecent exposure is a crime. So he's just like that. That was the first time he reached out to Kanye.
But just imagine that's your daughter. You seeing that, or even the time on the boat when he got fellatio allegedly on the boat. Like that's your daughter.
Yeah, and she never looks happy. By the way, she always looks cold and scared. So that's why I say she may be a slave. Yeah.
Jesus.
In other fatherly news, Ryan Garcia's dad insults Devin Haney's dad. There was a press conference for Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia's upcoming fight, and their fathers ended up getting into it. Henry Garcia and Bill Haney. Eventually, Ryan Garcia took the mic away from his father, though, because what y'all about to hear is crazy.
You're a nappy head.
Nappy head. I sound like some racist.
Yeah. Hey, that's what he's looking like.
He really got a toupee on.
Looking like. I'm sorry.
He really got a toupee.
You got a nappy head.
Listen, us African Americans, we have more coarse hair than you Latinos. But that don't make our hair nappy. But that does not make our hair nappy.
It's called facts.
So don't get it confused.
It's not racist. It's called facts.
It's called facts.
Why Devin try to explain that?
I know. I'm like, oh my God, Devin, just say something like now.
Don't you say it. Don't you go.
Oh my gosh. Okay. He could have came back at him with something else.
But listen,
you know
all I'm simply saying,
I wasn't going to say.
I know, but we just got to make sure. Listen, all I'm simply saying is racism and homophobia. That's part of the trash talk I grew up on in boxing.
That's boxing.
Yeah.
Like it was bad. So I didn't. Boxing is one of those last few places that has no political correctness to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you remember Floyd used to come in there with the sombrero? And
man, do you remember Floyd and Conor McGregor? When Conor McGregor was calling Floyd a monkey.
I remember all that.
And so Floyd said, you need to respect us and words matter, only to call him a gay slur.
That's right.
The big gay slur.
But Ryan Garcia moved that mic so quick from his father's mouth, like, yo, no, we are not doing this.
See?
Because, no, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, I still don't think the dad is racist. It's just, that was a racial comment, I guess. But what made it bigger was Devin was like, he started a civil rights speech. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just going back at this is boxing, you know how this works. Like, just if I wonder if they've seen any of that y'all talking about from back in the day.
Of course they have.
You know what I'm saying?
Mike Tyson used to say wild stuff too.
Oh my God.
Mike Tyson.
Of course they have.
I've seen highlights of that.
I mean, but Ryan got to back up what his daddy said.
Yeah.
In the ring.
Of course.
You know? Because all of that goes out the window on fight night. That's the beauty of being a boxer. You can talk all the trash you want leading up to the fight, but you still got to get in that ring.
That's right.
He also called his father a pimp several times. I didn't know that he was a pimp.
Who's father?
Ryan was calling Bill Haney a pimp. He was like,
Bill ain't no pimp. Bill is a great man. Salute to Bill Haney, man.
What's wrong with a pimp? What you gonna say? He's a great man. He ain't no pimp.
He's not a pimp. He's a man. I don't know why he called him a pimp, but if he's not a pimp, he's a man who has helped his son become one of the best boxers in the world.
That's right.
What if he used to be a pimp? What if he was a former pimp? Like, you can't just be saying, he ain't no pimp. He ain't no pimp.
I don't know.
Thank you.
Charlamagne, who you giving that donkey to?
Oh, my God. 4 after the hour, man. Since y'all always want to be so fake outraged about something, I got something for y'all to be outraged about, okay? We need Deer Creek High School in Oklahoma to come to the front of the congregation. We'd like to have a word with them, please.
All right. We'll get to that next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake up. You're locked into the Breakfast Club.
Some donkey today's just saw themselves.
I've been watching Charlamagne. I was ready for you.
I never heard of donkey the other day. What is it?
I'm a donkey.
Say it again, Charlamagne.
I'm a donkey.
Yes, you are a donkey.
I'll show you how to act a donkey.
Everything that Charlamagne is saying is true.
Yes, Donkey today for Monday, March 4th goes to a high school in Oklahoma named Deer Creek High School. Listen, I know we live in an era where intelligent people are being silenced so the stupid don't get offended, but intelligent people got to start speaking, and they must start speaking loudly because the ignorance has gone too far. I truly don't know what the hell is happening in our society, okay? It's like folks be offended about nothing, but things they should be upset about, they ignore. And this story out of Deer Creek High School is one that should be causing y'all to do that fake social media outrage thing y'all be doing. Okay, see, there is a video circulating online that shows students now, high school kids from freshmen to seniors, licking peanut butter off the feet of people for a fundraising event. I can't make this kind of stuff up. Let's go to KWCH News for the report, please.
This video shows Deer Creek High School students licking toes at a fundraising event Thursday.
Jesus. It was surprising. I didn't think they were gonna do all that.
He is devouring them.
Whatever she told me yesterday that was happening, I had to ask her, like, wait, what? They're licking peanut butter off of toes. What?
The Deer Creek School District confirmed the video with Fox 25, saying the students volunteered in challenges to help raise money during their philanthropy week. Deer Creek Schools says every student who participated signed up for the games they played ahead of time, and that no faculty or staff were involved during the assembly. They note that the fundraising week helped raise more than $152,000.
It's really great that they raised a lot of money. I feel like maybe they could have done a little bit more accountability and ownership in that statement for, maybe we didn't fully think this thing through here.
You think?
That is disgusting.
This sounds like a Frico case. Okay, I don't know if this was adults who were getting their feet licked by these high school kids, but if so, round them all up. Okay, this has to be illegal in at least 49 states. Damn near anything goes in Florida, but everywhere else, this has to be illegal. Okay, you need to put cases on every single one of these individuals. There is no rhyme or reason for this. A fundraising event? A fundraising event in a high school? What happened to world's finest chocolate candy bars? Okay, what happened to kids selling Krispy Kreme donuts to raise money? Girl Scout cookies. How we go from peanut butter patties, peanut butter sandwiches, to peanut butter on people's feet, and the kids got to lick them off to raise money? Jeez. And they raised over 150 racks because humans are freaky.
Wow.
Okay? They raised over $150,000 because humans are freaky, and the sexual exploitation of children is big business in this country. Okay?
Disgusting.
What happened to gourmet popcorn? Discount cards. It's all types of stuff kids be selling for fundraisers, but never in my life have I heard about kids having to degrade themselves and lick peanut butter off another human's feet. And furthermore, why were parents okay with this? Okay, is nobody in this school under adult supervision? This had to be ran by the parents. We all parents in this room. We have to sign permission slips for this kind of stuff. So did they just omit that it would be extra crunchy Jif on humans' toes for your kids to lick off on this day? I can't see a parent signing off on this. And if they did, hit them with some Frico charges too. There has to be a dominatrix citation or something, some type of fetish fine over $150,000. That's OnlyFans money. Okay? You know why that's OnlyFans money? Because you got these kids doing OnlyFans activities. All right? There is women butt-ass naked on OnlyFans right now getting that kind of money, you know, and then some of them getting that kind of money for just showing their feet. Meanwhile, these kids out here sucking and licking feet. Where is the Frico charges? Can a school lose its license or something?
Absolutely.
Can they? I don't know. Everybody involved in this situation should be suspended, fired, something. Whose idea was this? Please give Deer Creek High School, let Remy Ma give Deer Creek High School the biggest hee-haw.
Hee-haw, you stupid motherfucker. Are you dumb?
And now, instead of worrying about the fundraiser, you got to worry about the fungus. Okay? Peanut butter and foot fungus is not an after-school snack your children should have to eat. Okay? And furthermore, y'all need to be calling Deer Creek High School right now. 405-348-5720. I don't care where you are in the world. You should call Deer Creek High School and complain. Okay? Tell them that they're going to be hit with Frico charges. 405-348-5720. Go have a petty party on Deer Creek High School's phone lines today, because this is ridiculous.
That's nasty.
You just gave the number to the school? Mm-hmm. Patio. Oh my God.
They need to be reported. People need to be complaining. This is insane.
You know how many people gonna call up the school?
They need to. 405-348-5720. 5720. If you can't write the number down right now, Google it. Deer Creek High School in Oklahoma. Okay?
That's sad.
Oh, they still got a fax machine?
Yeah, I seen that.
People still send faxes?
Every once in a while.
Okay.
I see Deer Creek Boys Basketball High School. I was looking for the Instagram page.
They got an email too, right? hsattendance@dcsok.org.
That's probably if your kid's not going to school. You got to email them, say,
okay.
Kid's not going to school. He's sick.
Well, you know what? Email that line too, damn it. Okay, email them, call them. Like, this is ridiculous.
What's the number again?
Yeah.
405-348-5720.
All right. All right,
Jesus.
Well, thank you for that donkey today.
Yes, indeed.
Now, when we come back, Dr. Tonya Matthews will be joining us.
She is the CEO and president of the International African American Museum in Charleston, South Carolina. If you have not taken a trip to the International African American Museum in Charleston, South Carolina, you are missing out. It is built on Gadsden's Wharf in Charleston, South Carolina. And I can't remember the exact number, but it's like 40%, almost 50% of all enslaved Africans came through that port right there in Charleston, South Carolina. So if you haven't gone to the International African American Museum yet, you need to. And the CEO and president, Dr. Tonya Matthews, Doc T, will be here to talk to us about it. Come on, Rex.
We'll get to that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building. She is the CEO and president of the International African American Museum in Charleston, South Carolina, Dr. Tonya Matthews. Good morning.
Good morning, Doc T.
Hello.
Good morning. How y'all doing this morning?
Good.
Blessed, black, and highly favored.
Yes.
That's right. That's
How are
the
you?
only way to be. I am well. I am very, very well.
How has it been being a black woman in leadership of an International African American Museum in Charleston?
So we just coming in hot.
Okay, it's Women's History Month.
Is that how
we
it's
just
been
coming out Black History Month too. Might as well get into it.
That's right. Let's go ahead and intersect. It has been good. I mean, it has its tensions because I would say one thing that the brothers and sisters are happy to see me and also surprised. I'm a DC native. I also spent some time in Detroit. Right, stuff gets a little regular. We're used to seeing us, and then it's about how we represent. But truthfully, being down in Charleston, being in South Carolina, we are fewer and farther between. So most folks are proud, and they are excited. And folks in the Low Country can pray. So listen, I got a whole line of prayer warriors trying to keep it together. But then there are the tensions. Some folks see the unusual and embrace it. Some folks don't. And so there is that balancing that you do, maintaining. You got to have a serious sense of self. You do have to have a serious sense of self. Everyone who's in leadership has to be able to do some self-critique, right? That's just what happens, right? And you have to be able to take feedback and listen. But if you are in an environment that does not fully and constantly welcome you, you have to have some, shall we say, discernment along with that critique, right? You have to know which of the criticisms are coming at you to lift you up and which ones are coming at you to break you down.
Ooh, how do you do that, though?
That's back on the prayer warriors, probably. And there are some people that you really trust. Like, you have some people in your life that can call you out. Right. And you know that they love you. You also know they kind of wise. And so you can take that under advisement. I have a few of those folks in my life. And so I know when they say something that's real. And then sometimes I will bring things to them. But like, okay, this some feedback I got. What do you think about this? And so it's tough. It's tough, and there are some moments where you just decide we just gonna have to brush our shoulders off on that one and keep it moving.
But for people who don't know, why do you think it's so important for us to tell our own stories?
So I think it's really important to tell our own stories because, one, they belong to us, right? I have this thing about stories. There are stewards of stories and there are owners of stories. Now, we want everyone to tell our story. That means you're a steward, right? If I give you my story, I want you to share it. Particularly when we talk about, say, African American history, I don't need just black folks telling black folks' story. We want everyone to tell the story, and that makes you a steward. But then if you're the owner of the story, right, you have some special responsibility, but you also got some special love for your own story. I mean, only you can tell it with that level of emotion, that level of flavor. And the other thing is, one of the things that I do like about modern conversations is I often hear the phrase, do not argue with lived experience.
That's right.
Right? And so when folks are at least willing to say that, that means that you as the owner of the story are the authority on that story. And you can step into that space of, this is my lived experience. And folks may want to dismiss the bigger picture, but they can't dismiss that particular story that you are speaking to, because it does belong to you. And so I think that's one major reason. But the other major reason is there is power in, frankly, in talking about yourself. Now, some folk talk about themselves a little too much. Okay. That's not what I'm talking about. That's not what I'm talking about. But to be able to decide that your own story deserves space. Right? You know, head space, heart space, all that kind of stuff. And so you were going to speak up and you were going to talk about and tell your story. I think that's important for everyone. But real talk, you know, Black folks were often told the opposite, right? That our story didn't need space, that it didn't deserve space. And we weren't allowed to talk about these experiences. And then we have to use softer words when we're talking about these experiences, as if telling my story automatically meant I was blaming someone. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But either way, it's the lived experience. And so I think for Black folks, some of the anger, some of the self-loathing, some of the challenges that we have are really about having to hold the story in and what it takes to do that. You have to diminish self to hold the story in. You have to reorient yourself to be constantly surrounded by everyone else's story. And I think it's something that we see often when folks come to the museum, particularly when Black folks come to the museum. It feels like a bit of an exhale. Like, oh, that's me on the wall. A real pretty wall, because we look good. Y'all need to come on down. We look good. We look good. We look good down at the museum. So it's a beautiful space, and I watch folks walk into the room, and one of the things they seem to be surprised by is to have our stories, obviously referencing Black folks, our stories told in such a magnificent and expansive way, right? We're a big museum, and we're a modern museum, and you can see elements of designs. You know, we've gotten rewards and awards for our architecture and that kind of thing. But to see, you know, our stories in that kind of space is still unique. And so sometimes people walk in and I can almost like literally feel the exhale as they see the story in that way.
How do you feel about places like Florida? You know, they're making it illegal for kids to learn about our history.
Yeah, all right. Let me channel my inner Michelle. Let me channel my inner Michelle and go high on this one. Okay.
On a scale of 1 to Harriet Tubman, how Black do I gotta be right now?
Right. Exactly. So here's the thing about this. You know, we're doing a lot of talk around diversity and inclusion. They do all the studies. Businesses do better. Schools do better. Kids do better. Everything does better when we're doing sort of diversity and inclusion. I'm so curious as to why it has still not occurred to anyone that perhaps America's superpower is our diversity. That being the most diverse nation on the planet is why we manage to be and stay number one despite all the challenges we have. You know, if you measure the school systems 1-to-1, America's, you know, we don't necessarily win on that. When you compare things like, access to healthcare 1-to-1, we're not ahead on that. Like all of these individual measures, you know, we're never quite at the top. Yet and still, we are one of the most powerful, not the most powerful nation on the planet. The most creative, the most innovative. We're always sort of leading in these spaces. And I believe it's because we have this level of diversity, this wrangling. We are not monolithic in that space. And so whenever you have anything that challenges our superpower, right? So frankly, I think this sort of anti-diversity, anti-teaching, the culling of history, I think it's the kryptonite to our superpower. I don't think it's wise, and I do think it's very, very dangerous. And I think that this trying to tamp down a significant portion of the American identity is why we are all so shook, even if we can't quite articulate it.
We got more with Dr. Tonya Matthews when we come back. She is the CEO and president of the International African American Museum in Charleston, South Carolina. So don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Dr. Tonya Matthews, the CEO and president of the International African American Museum in Charleston, South Carolina. Charlamagne.
When you look at where we are now in this country, what can the International African American Museum teach us about overcoming a lot of these challenges we're facing now?
Yeah. So, it's interesting. Where we are now, I like to use the analogy of a rubber band, right? If you're trying to break a rubber band, you got to stretch it until it breaks. Otherwise, it'll just snap back. And I think what you will learn sort of in our museum and museums like this is that we have been here before.
That's right.
Right. Lessons that you do not fully learn, you are doomed to repeat. History is a gracious teacher, and you can redo the test as many times as you need to until you get all the answers correct. And so when you learn about periods such as, for example, Reconstruction, right? That is the period in our history that most reminds me of what's happening right now, which is there's this moment of great hope, great strides, African American elected officials just popping up out of whatever. Slavery is apparently over. We gonna move forward. The slapback was ridiculous, right? This is where we come into the Jim Crow. This is where we get into what we call the nadir, right? It got really, really bad when we saw the nation allowing the African American community to make this level of progress, right? Do something, with that progress. Think about our platforms differently, and so hopefully it's a little encouraging. Hopefully it's really encouraging.
So it is Women's History Month.
It is Women's History Month.
And earlier, it's the first day for it. And earlier I spoke about my mom. I wanted to honor her, but like, what are some other ways that we can honor, the women? Not even only our moms and women in our lives, but just honor women, period. Women's history.
I am honestly still a sucker for being referred to as, being part of the lineage, right? Yeah. I love it when folks be like, I see you, sister, you magical just like the rest of them. Yeah. Like those kinds of things. I mean, it's nice, when folks, compliment us as individuals, but I think it's also nice to be in that category of strong black woman. Don't abuse it, right? Don't overdo it, like make us do everything. But there is something to that. Just phrases like "I see you, sis." Is so powerful. Like we don't even know what you're talking about. We talk, I feel seen today. Right?
Yes.
So you just okay.
Just recognition.
So that I think is good, and I think to also do it 360, right? We honor our mothers, we honor our grandmothers, but let's make sure the nieces and the daughters and the younger cousins feel a little love too.
Yeah.
I've got a couple more questions. What are the plans for the 1-year anniversary of the museum? That's the summer. What we doing?
Oh my gosh, it is so coming. Because we just opened. I'm like, we just opened. It's like the anniversary's already. Like, is that 12 months? So one, obviously we opened up on June 27th, and we start our opening ceremonies a little bit before that. For me, that means I get the entire month of June. I definitely get the entire Juneteenth season. All right, so Juneteenth is our whole anniversary season. So of course there is Juneteenth itself. So we are going to have some special programs and kickoffs for that. And one of the things I actually like about that is that in our particular community, the museum does not have to lead Juneteenth. And folks may be surprised to hear me say that, I'm excited to be sort of like supporting. But that's a sign of a community that's growing, right? So now the Low Country got 4-5 like Juneteenth celebrations, and I'd be out there trying to get to all of them. So that's good. So that's kind of the kickoff. In that space. And so there's that joy, and then there's also that reverence. Like, the thing I do is I like to always interweave sort of the trauma and the joy and the resilience and the victory, all that together, because it also comes around the anniversary of Mother Emanuel, right? So all of that is happening. They are not disconnected, and they don't have to be. You know how black folks do. You've been to our funerals. We know how to get this done, right? And so that's kind of how we have that kickoff. We're going to have sort of our own version of kind of like a classy bazaar is how we're going to do sort of our anniversary event. I go to a lot of sit down galas with the tablecloths and all that kind of stuff, and it's good. But you know, when you can do something a little different, do something a little different. So we finally have our building, so we're going to be able to use our outside space to have sort of a kind of an upscale kind of bazaar. So we're designing what that's going to look like. So stay tuned on that, what that's coming. And during June, Secretary Bunch is coming down. So Secretary Lonnie, I know I'm looking at your face. So he told me, he's like, you get a couple things. What do you need? Wow. He is a good man. He's a good man. And he's a great mentor to many of us in the field. And so he's going to come down. We're going to do a little fireside chat. So I'm going to get a little shine off Secretary Bunch, that he's going to be there as well. So we've at least got those kinds of things going in that space. A little something special for our members, a little something special for our donors. So it'll be good.
I want everybody to support the International African American Museum. Go to iaamuseum.org to support and get more information. But Doc T, I've never asked you to do this.
What you want?
Would you mind ending on a poem or something?
Okay, yes. So this is called Rise. It's dedicated to the Emmanuel 9, the Charleston 9, and the 9 we lost at the Albright and Wilson explosion. And it riffs off of a quote by Dinos Christinopoulos, which is, "What didn't you do to bury me, but you forgot that I was a seed? When they tried to bury me, I discovered I was seed. Told I came from nothing, but I got roots. Conditioned to be weak, but kin known to break through concrete. So I watched and learned and stretched and burned and birthed and grew and flowered. So when the mowers came, I laughed like a dandelion. When the axemen returned, I rolled my eyes like acorns. Some folk don't know how trees work. When they tried to bury me, I discovered I was seed. Then they threatened me with the storm and found out I was born of the water. This that thing threatens them the most. Who that they say I can't swim? My tears salted these seas, crying over bones and desperate pleas. I march deep through these waters, like bridges, like tunnels, my wake spirals and funnels, memory. Headstones that birth coral, feed schools, cushion quakes, carve canyons, calcify shark teeth, cap volcanoes at the spout. And sometimes, just sometimes, these waves rise up and remind the storm what water is really about. When they tried to bury me, I discovered I was seed. Then they tried to burn me and found out that I am the flame. Set fire to my home, set bomb in my garden, set brands on my body, even use my religion to burn. When will we learn? Never torch a phoenix. 9 feathers to pray and redeem you. 9 feathers to work every day and feed you. 9-fold wingspan expand, flies into the flames and saves you. Hate fizzles. Only love sets fire like I do. Water from that storm quenched me. Heat from that flame released me. I sang myself to sleep beneath the soil so deep and sweet and true. When you tried to bury me, I discovered I am seed. So the only thing left to say is thank you.
Ooh, nice. Thank you, Dr. Tonya Matthews.
You are so welcome, welcome.
CEO and president of the International African American Museum in Charleston, South Carolina. Once again, go to iaamuseum.org to get more information on the museum, to get tickets if you can.
That's right. Come on down to Charleston. We got you.
That's right.
Give me a ticket.
We going this summer. Oh, you gonna be pregnant though.
You ain't gonna deliver in 6 months.
Yeah, you can't do nothing around here. Jesus. Happy Women's Month.
No. It's Dr. Tonya Matthews. It's The Breakfast Club.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, we are The Breakfast Club. Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the God. I hate it here. Let's get to Jess With The Mess.
News is real. Jess Hilarious, Jess Moore. Jess don't do no lying.
Jess is going to bring you numbers.
Jess With The Mess. I news is real.
On The Breakfast Club.
I know they know the difference.
Okay, Cardi B defends dissing Coach in new song. People are accusing Cardi B of dissing Coach in her new song. Like what? What, the brand?
Yes.
Oh, and then on Friday she went live to defend her lyrics. Oh, yep, we're not playing that because you're a rapper. You should not defend your lyrics. Like, just like comedians shouldn't defend jokes. Just like what? Radio hosts shouldn't defend what? Comments?
Mm-hmm. No, that's not true.
Right, exactly. Couldn't wait. Put the camera on when we say that.
That's not true.
He up there, I'm sorry for. All right. Beyonce reveals how she sneaks into stores without being recognized. Girl, it's the black hoodie. Keep your head down. All right. NLE Chopper reveals Krishan Rock face tattoo was fake. Duh, dummy. Like, we knew that.
Okay.
Yeah. Steph and Aisha Curry are expecting baby number 4.
Hey.
Congratulations.
Yes,
to them.
They're married. That's what they supposed to do. Okay. Sukihana reacts to Freddie Gibbs' leak. Says his nude photo is cute. That's one when he was spreading his cheeks?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see the photo. Charlamagne said it fast, so I'm sure Charlamagne.
I saw the headline.
Now, see, that's why niggas be... Not mine. All right, Suki, she keep thinking stuff like that cute. All right.
So you saying it's gonna make more men spread them? Is what you're saying?
Yeah, but then you get called gay if you spread your cheeks because Sukihana said it was cute.
That is true. I mean, most guys do things because women say that. You know what I mean?
Say what?
They'll be like, oh, I like this, I like that, and that makes guys do it more.
But
is that a real picture though? I didn't think it was a real picture. I just thought
I didn't even see the picture.
I don't know. But either way, she said it was cute. But we also do know from her coming up here, you know, she likes to eat ass.
Bunkie.
She said that.
Yes.
She said that. All right. Eat bunkie. That's so cute. All right. Meek Mill posts pic of his car accident over the weekend. Hey, look, I saw that and I saw somebody come and say, did he get hit from behind? I said, don't be doing that.
I just won't stop with
Yes. Antonio Brown wants to know what Meek Mill's dreams and nightmares was really about. I know he ain't prayed for times like this.
Boy, they playing with Meek.
They playing with Meek too much.
Playing with Meek so much. And that's the bad part because it's just... It's nothing there. It's the allegations.
Yeah.
Somebody can make one allegation against you, and now everybody got jokes for this.
But you can't really take nothing Antonio Brown say serious at all.
That's true too.
Like no, like what? Child, please. Saweetie claims music execs told her to twerk more because her voice was boring.
Where you getting these stories from?
Well, I mean, your producers in the back.
Okay.
Like, I'm supposed to have some more to say about that. If they did, and she started doing that, okay. I mean, let's not act like the girl don't chart. She probably charts. Yeah, she charts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And because there's girls out here that like music like that, you know, and not too much going in. You know what I'm saying? All right, Risa Tisa on Good Morning America. That interview just dropped, and I know we talked about it in the first hour, but it just dropped, and she had some things to say to Robin Roberts. On like why she ignored red flags, how she got in this situation. Play number 5.
There's something that you said I really want to. I want to get it here. Number 1,
I did.
I don't want to be alone. Number 2,
I didn't want to look stupid by having the relationship end so quickly for everyone to be like, we told you something was up. And number 3, I was ready to get married. I felt like time was running out. I ignored things because I really wanted it to be my turn.
Okay, so I swear this is what Charlamagne was saying. You know what I'm saying? You know, and you don't have to say anything else. I know you're probably tired of talking about this and defending what you said, but like, this is exactly what he said. It's not even about the, you know, if you get past the big back comments, you know what I'm saying? He was saying that sometimes women just don't want to be alone. You want to be chosen, and you'll be so insecure or whatever. You'll believe anything just to have love. She didn't want to be alone. He said all of these things. You get what I'm saying? But all of that was overshadowed by the big back behavior.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then she also...
She's trying to help you. You laughing, man.
And then,
that's the problem.
She's so stupid.
And then
she's serious right now, man.
She's so stupid.
She also spoke on...
Okay, keep going, Jess.
She also spoke on missing the old her in number 3.
I heard you say that you're not who you were before all this happened. Do you miss her?
I do. She got excited. I don't really get excited anymore. I am terrified to get excited because I went through a whole year and some change of getting excited only for it to be stripped away. I do still believe in love. I do still believe in marriage. I do still want that. Being single is not always a great thing, but being married to the wrong person is a completely different type of hell.
Don't let nobody steal your joy.
Yeah, and I absolutely believe that. No, while single is not always fun, sometimes I think every woman should go through a single period in their time where they can love themselves. So you will not be, compelled to fall for anything because you want to be loved. When you love yourself, it don't matter how big you are, how small you are. When you love yourself, can't nobody pull the wool over your eyes, no matter what.
But when you hear her talk like that, that's what I said earlier, man. That's why you got to be having some of these conversations. To me, all of these conversations with your therapist.
Absolutely.
Don't bring this to social media.
No.
Like, when you bring it to social media, then you leave it open to a bunch of people having opinions about things.
It's true.
Like none of this should be on Good Morning America.
with Robin
Shouldn't
Roberts,
be on Tamron
Hall.
Hall. Shouldn't be on TikTok.
But it's relatable though, right?
Yeah.
Because you got a lot of women and men that both get to a certain age or a certain point in their life where they want to be married, they want to be in love, they want a family, and sometimes if it's too good, they believe it because that's what they want.
Absolutely.
And they miss the red flags.
And do you know all of those, Good Morning America with Robin Roberts and then Tamron Hall sitting down with her, nobody gave her any advice.
Oh, yeah, I ain't see the whole.
It was
I haven't seen it. So.
Yeah, but it was no advice. It was everybody just sitting there. You know what I'm saying? And she also spoke on her.
We only saw the clips though. I haven't seen the whole.
No, we only saw nothing. I watched it. I don't know about you. You was probably too scared to watch.
They come on today.
No, they leaked all of that. You was probably too scared. Now, play number 4.
What was the most painful part?
The part that I struggle with is you pretended to be your own executive assistant when I was texting you to say I'm in pre-op. So there was never an executive assistant. You were never in a meeting. You just simply did not take me to the hospital when I lost our child.
That is extremely, extremely painful.
I wonder if she's unpacked this with a therapist before she went to TikTok. I really do want to know.
Well, if not, I hope a lot of therapists are reaching out to her because I hope this gets the awareness that it needs, not just social media, but somebody should actually want to help her and she should take the help because that's not good.
And don't let nobody steal your joy, man. Don't let your circumstances dictate how you feel.
Absolutely not.
You have power over your thoughts and feelings.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is Jess with the Mess. We'll be back. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
You're checking out the Breakfast Club.
Who run the world, girls?
It's Women's History Month, and we're celebrating the most influential women in history. Check out this phenomenal woman.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. It's Women's History Month, or International Women's History Month. And today, who we repping, Jess?
It's Women's History Month.
But
it's okay.
Women's History Month.
Yeah, you say International Women's Month, and it's okay. You're not a woman.
Y'all don't even know what that is.
It's okay. Yep.
International Women.
I said International Women's History Month. I don't know.
That's not what it is.
Women's History Month.
But it's just Women's History Month. And I'm going to dedicate today to Brandy. This is a woman in my history. I grew up listening to Brandy, and she was one of the first women, in my opinion. I was listening to her music at a very young age. She's always sung about love, and she's always been open about her scars that she has from love, and even like the victories and what the love, what the feeling of love does to her. You know, whether it's a heartbreak or someone that she's just meeting. Brandy ain't never sang about nothing else but love. You know, and I feel like this is also what kept her so relatable. Her music is so relatable, and as a young girl, and even as an adult now, she is still my favorite singer, my favorite female singer up there, along with Chris Brown. Chris Brown calls her the vocal Bible, so I just want to throw that out there. But before all of that, I watched Moesha, of course, but a lot of people think that's where she started. She actually started on a show called The Thea Vidal Show. So she's actually one of the first, youngest black actresses out there. And she looks amazing. Brandy is 45. Okay? And she is a Grammy Award winning singer, an actress. They call her the Lady of Soul. Also, like I just said, the vocal Bible. And she's a philanthropist, y'all. And she started singing at the age of 11.
Wow.
Amazing. You know, and she's also Ray J's sister. But I love her, and that's why I wanted to honor her today, because she plays a big part in the history of jazz.
Okay. Well, salute to Brandy.
I love her so much. Yeah.
All right. When we come back, we got the positive notice, the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. It's time to get up out of here. Charlamagne.
Yes, 2 things before we get up out of here. Number 1, thank you to everybody that's been pre-ordering my new book, which is coming out in May. I forgot the date that is coming out, but it's available for pre-order right now. It's called Get Honest or Die Lying, Why Small Talk Sucks. It's about how I hate small talk. We focus too much on micro conversations, so we need to make our conversations more macro. But it is available for pre-order right now wherever you buy books. Get Honest or Die Lying, Why Small Talk Sucks. So go order that now. And I want to tell everybody thank you to everyone who's been buying tickets to the second annual Black Effect Podcast Festival, which is happening April 27th in Atlanta, Georgia. If you was with us last year, you know we sold out. It's hosted by Pretty V and B Dot. We got some of your favorite podcasts on stage, like Wallow and Gilly. Jess Hilarious with Carefully Reckless. Horrible Decisions will be on the stage. The Poor Mind podcast will be on the stage. The Baller Alert Show. Will Lucas, Black Tech, Green Money, Deeply Well with Debbie Brown. So we got something for everybody. We got comedy, mental health, financial literacy. All that'll be covered. So we'll see you April 27th at Pullman Yards in Atlanta. Go get your tickets right now at Eventbrite or blackeffect.com/podcast festival.
It was a lot of people. I've been seeing your book all over the place, though. I'm not going to lie. I've been seeing it.
Which one?
The Get Classy, Die Ghetto. What is it?
That's not what it's called.
Get Classy, Die Ghetto. No, what is it?
Get Honest or Die Lying.
Oh, yeah.
Why Small Talk Sucks.
People have been reposting it, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So, like, it's going to get, like, a really, really good feedback.
I hope so.
People have been buying it.
I hope so.
Yeah.
But the positive note is simply this. Don't let anything steal your joy. Okay, choose to be well in every way. Choose to be happy no matter what. Decide that each day will be good just because you're alive. You have power over your thoughts and feelings. Don't let your circumstances dictate how you feel. Don't let your thoughts and feelings color your situation blue or desperate. Okay? Mm-hmm. Have a good day.
Okay.
All right, we gotta start really paying attention to these now. Listen, all y'all listeners out there, listen to that one and listen to Tuesdays. And then listen to Wednesdays. I'm telling you,
just change the words a little bit.
Yes, yo, it's all the same thing.
ChatGPT.
Keep following your dreams and don't let nobody disturb your peace. What?
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Breakfast Club, bitches.
Y'all finished or y'all done?